By popular request, we now have sexy veggie stickers in my shop, along with sexy fruit stickers. That's right. Watch the video, fall in love, and buy some stickers at KaseyGolden.com. Y'all loved the sexy vegetables and demanded sexy fruits, so here we go. We're drawing fruits, but making them sexy. Why? Why not? As a pear-shaped lady, I knew I definitely had to draw a sexy pear. That's right, I have to represent my body type. We're talking big butt, pretty much nothing on top. So the pear basically has our body already locked down. Look at those hips, that belly, and that little tiny head. Head empty, no brain, just fruit. I was really tempted to show off the butt with this one because the pear is just so round, but I thought I would let our peach speak for the butts later. But I was really digging the sort of exaggerated shapes on this one. I mean, the bottom area can be so big and round and the top area is just so small. I thought it was so silly. Those contrasting shapes and exaggerated curves are just everything this character is about. And even though I'm calling them sexy fruits, I just can't resist giving them a silly little goofy face. So we sort of have like a duck lip sort of face happening, 2 dots for eyes. Is it sexy? Is it cute? All I know is that it's silly, and that's what I'm all about. The leaf hair doesn't really make any sense, I'll admit. The stem comes off the fruit, and then there's a leaf at the end. That makes no sense, but you know what? I'm drawing a sexy fruit, so I'm trying to throw sense out the window and just have fun with this design. Usually my coloring is really simple, but when I think about pears, I think about all the little freckles and spots and gradients they have, so I really went crazy on adding little freckly spots on the pear, and I think it looks so good. The texture is just really fun. And in the end, this character actually reminds me a lot of, what is it, that fertility statue that looks like this. It's Venus of Willendorf. I mean, she's lacking the boobs, but that's what I'm thinking about. She's pretty silly. Sexy, but silly. Another classic fruit I had to include was an apple. Now, I know an apple is very similar with a pear, as in that they're both stemmed fruits with skin and like you cut them and they have a very similar vibe. However, the shape is basically opposite. Apples are bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom. So I had an idea of creating this muscular, broad-shouldered character, and when I sketched all 3 of these guys, I honestly fell in love with all 3 of them, and I could not justify just drawing one, so we're drawing all 3. Buckle in, it's the 3 crispy apple boys. Starting off with our classic red apple, this is probably the main character of the 3 because it's the basic B word. Red apple is just basically standing there in a normal pose, showing off those muscles, looking a little confident, a little cocky. He's crisp, he's cool, using that leaf as a hair flip, sort of like a 90s dude or something. I don't know. He's got sort of long hair falling in front of the face. How sexy is that? Broad shoulders, big arm muscles, we got those 6-pack abs, and tiny little legs. Apple definitely skips leg day because there are no muscle there. So red apple's pretty cute, basic little pose. I just wanted to show off the apple design. 1 apple down, 2 to go. Moving on to our green apple character, I do have to give a huge shout out to Mikey for the worm idea. I don't know how I feel about it. It is genius, but also disgusting and disturbing. It really reminds me of parasites. I mean, they're literally worms coming out of an apple. Are they eating the apple? Is it dead? Can the apple even control itself? Are the worms controlling the apple? You know, these are things I try not to think about when drawing apples with abs, but here we are. Once again, strong character, but those arms are looking a little noodly because of the worms. This character is looking a little bit more emo. The hair is just, something about it is more, it's longer and spikier. I gave this one half closed lids with some eyelashes, so maybe this one's the pretty boy of the group. I would even go as far as to say the vampire of the group. I mean, is he dead? Is he alive? Those worms really bring in a little something, you know? I kind of feel like at this point he might be a zombie or something. I was also inspired by those freckles from the pear, so I had to give the green apple some freckles just to separate the design a little bit from the red apple because they are so similar. This one's got freckles, very cute. Maybe if you look past the worm arms, this one's pretty cute too. Moving on to our yellow apple. This guy is lazing about, looking super cool. His arms aren't quite as big as the others. Of course, he's got those tiny little legs. Now, this one is the only one of the 3 apples that doesn't have a 6-pack. I thought it'd be interesting to mix things up. Not everybody is into muscles. I'm not into muscles. I don't really find muscles sexy. I love little string bean guys. That's why I married Dave. So if you like guys that have a little bit of upper strength, but they still got that little flabby gut, yellow apple is for you. Once I colored the green leaf on this guy, it really reminded me of a lemon. So maybe he's like the sour guy of the bunch. Maybe he's like, think about his parents. Maybe his mom is a lemon and his dad is an apple. So he's like this mixture of sour apple. Hey, sour apple. Anyways. So there it is, our 3 apple group. I was thinking about some names for these guys. Apple with 3 P's, Drop Dead Delicious, and the Crisp 3. If you have any more band name ideas for these guys, I would love to hear it. Apple puns, give them to me. Moving on to the most obvious fruit I just had to do, the peach. Why is that? Because a peach looks like a butt. I know, I got a lot of comments that I didn't do an eggplant with the vegetables, but I will not fail this time. We're doing a peach. So the first sketch is all butt. This character is basically if a butt had a face. And then I thought, you know, maybe a butt is too cliche. Let's try to make this character big boobed instead, but it looked very strange. Honestly, at this point, it looks like if you gave Kirby big boobs, and then I just tried to really push the boob thing, and again, with a boob and a butt, it just looks like Kirby has big boobs, and that is weird. I'm sure it exists on the internet, but it doesn't exist here. In the end, I went with the first pose. I just thought it was a very cute, classic pose. This peach looks very fun, just jumping in the air, showing off that big butt. It sort of looks like a magical girl pose. One leg sticking out, one bent a little bit. Look at those little feetsies, they're so cute. Well, I say the feet are cute, but I know someone out there finds feet sexy, so I'm just going to move on from that one. I was thinking about giving this peach hairy legs because you think of like a fuzzy peach, but I just thought it would look a little too spiky like a cactus, and peaches are supposed to be soft, not spiky and scratchy. So just pretend this peach has a sort of layer of softness to it. The colors on this one I really love. I was playing around with putting some yellow around the face, but it sort of made it look sickly. But peaches have a sort of yellow to pink fade. I had to include it. They look a little sick. That's okay. But the green, that poop green and that sort of peachy yellowy pink, love the colors on this one. The butt is rosy, it's shiny. Overall, this girl's 90% butt, and I love that. Okay, I know I didn't do the eggplants, but we're going to be doing banana. It's long, so obviously it's sexy. If you know, you know. Anyway, so our first sketch is very interesting. I really was trying to be creative with the banana peel. So at first I was trying to give her like an updo with like a messy bun. She just looks like a weird bird. I just didn't know what was going on. Second sketch, much cuter. The banana is using the peel as either really long hair or a robe. I haven't decided. Either way, thought it was really cute. And then I also tried to create the banana laying down in a sexy way. Again, the peel, is it hair or is it hair that she's using as arms? I was very confused by that one, slightly disturbed by the lack of legs, so I went with the second one. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me to choose a favorite character out of this video because these are so cute. I love the big butt peach, the apples are classic, the pear represents me, but the banana, look at her go. She's strutting her little high heel, whatever banana legs those are. Oh my god, wait, her high heel peels. Oh my god, I hate it. I'll admit she's definitely the most humanoid design out of all of these. I do try to stick to a fruit and not add too many limbs and things to them. But once I started going on this banana, I couldn't stop. She is just so cute. I think that peel being so removable and being its own separate thing with a banana just made it so much more open to other design aspects. Yes, apples and pears have skin, but you don't really peel off the skin and hold it in your hand. and it doesn't stay together. With the banana, you peel it off, you have this object. It's a thing, but then you also have the banana fruit. All that being said, I can't look at this and not think about the bananas in pajamas gone drag queen. Now that I've put that image in your head, you are welcome. Also, I have to say, adding the spots to the banana peel is probably my most favorite part of the banana character. I think every time I create a banana creature, the spots are the best. I love them. Love the banana. There she is. Look at her go. Our fifth and final sexy fruit character is Pineapple, and again, pineapple's got some hidden sexy meanings. If you know, boys, you know. Jesus, this video. So our first attempt at a sexy pineapple just looks like a Chicken McNugget Halloween decoration from the 90s. If you're a 90s kid, you've probably seen them. I think it's the face, maybe the hair. She looks like an anime character combined with some sort of fruit juice character that you see at the grocery store. Horrible attempt. Our second one was really sort of looking like a Pokemon or a Mario character. I really liked the design of the hair, but it just, something about it was just so strange. She looked like a creature. And then I went crazy. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna peel a banana, what if I cut the fruit? Is that a legal move? Is that kind of like murder? So here we have a dead pineapple girl sitting there in a pile of her pineapple juices. I think at this point I was just losing my mind. That happens when you draw food sexy. So I decided to go with the second sketch for obvious reasons. Whether or not this character actually looks like a pineapple, I will leave that up to you. She's thick and built sturdy. She's got abs, tiny little boobs that I did end up removing later because I just sort of felt forced and out of place. Not everyone needs little boobs. Some people don't even have boobs. So there you go. We have this strong lady with back boobs instead. Okay, so being a pineapple, and obviously I am adding faces and legs to these fruits, so it's not like we're going for realism, but I felt like if I was going to draw a pineapple, I had to put some textures of a pineapple on it. So I went with these little scaly things that pineapple have, and to be honest, it just looks like weird little spiky boobs all over her back. Whether or not that is up to you to decide. I will be making no further comments on her back boobs, except that I'm going to talk about coloring them. I did try to make them different colors. I tried to make them fade. I tried to shade them in different ways. I don't know what it was, but I just was not vibing with these back boobs. So in the end, I just slapped some very, very simple shading between some of them and then added some shininess to them. So it's a very simple coloring job on her, but I kind of feel like she is so bold and beautiful on her own that she speaks for herself and she doesn't need to be shaded. What does that mean? I don't know. But there it is, our fifth and final sexy fruit. You too can represent a sexy fruit or vegetable by heading to KaseyGolden.com and getting yourself a sexy fruit or vegetable sticker. Thank you guys so much for watching this very strange video with me. I enjoy these. They're very silly and fun, which is what I love about art. Speaking of things I love, my patrons. Thank you guys all so much for your monthly support. You too can become a patron by clicking the link in the description. Get early access to these videos, secret sketches, coloring pages, live streams, and more. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!